Dear students, hope you all are well and preparing for your exams. Today we are again going to discuss a very important topic, that is purchasing management. In this particular topic, we are going to discuss the various objectives, principles, importance and procedure which is going to be followed for purchasing an article. First of all, we are going to discuss what is purchase. Purchase is the procurement of goods or services from external sources, which means when we buy something from outside sources for which we have to pay a price, that is known as purchasing. The key issues involved in purchasing are: first is your quantity. Quantity means the size in which we are going to buy anything. If we buy bulk quantity, our capital will be involved, so we have to keep in mind that our capital should not be blocked. But on the other hand, if we buy less, naturally our production is going to suffer. So we have to decide the quantity in which the product is to be purchased. Second thing is quality. Quality means the characteristics of a product which make it different from others. If we purchase quality raw material, only then we are going to make quality goods. The third is time. Time is whenever you are going to make the purchases. It should be at the right time. Why right time? If you make order beforehand, naturally it is going to take some time for getting that product. So we have to place the order at the right time. And the last one is your place. Place means where you are going to place the order, to whom you are going to place the order. If the order has to be placed, you have to find out the proper person, proper organization where the order is to be placed, so that there is no difficulty in purchasing the product. The next we are going to discuss the various objectives of purchase management. The first is to avail material at the minimum possible cost. Why minimum possible cost? Because if the cost is more, it means we are blocking our capital, and if the cost is less, then the quality may suffer. So we have to procure the material at the minimum possible cost. Second is to ensure the continuous flow of production. If material is not available, production is going to suffer. And if production suffers, naturally the organization is going to suffer. So we have to keep in mind that there should be continuous flow of production. The next one is to increase the asset turnover. If our profit increase, only then our assets are going to increase. So we have to increase the production in order to increase the asset turnover. Next one is to develop the alternative sources of supply. We can't depend on one person for making the whole of the purchases. We have to search the market. We have to find out other persons from where the goods can be purchased. So that is alternative sources of supply. The next one is to establish and maintain good relations with the supplier. Why good relations? So that whatever are our requirements, these requirements can be fulfilled at the right time. If our relations with the supplier are good, only then we are going to get the proper quality and quantity of goods at the right price. Next one is to achieve maximum integration with other departments. The purchase department receives purchase orders from different departments. All the departments are dependent on the purchase department for making purchases. So the purchase department has to maintain a rapport with the other department, so that whatever are their requirements, the purchase department is in a position to make all those requirements at the right time. Last one is to train and develop the personnel. Why train and develop the personnel? So that they don't make any mistake in purchasing the goods. Now we are going to discuss the various principles of purchase management. The first principle is the right source. Right source means the place, the organization from where we are going to buy the goods. We have to see the source from where the goods are to be brought, so that there is no hindrance in our production. The second is your right quality. Right quality means the goods which we are going to purchase as raw material, they are going to serve as your base for finished products. So the quality of those products should be the best, so that the production which we are going to make are of the best quality. Next is your right quantity. Again, right quantity means you have to buy the goods in the right quantity so that there is neither hindrance in the production nor our capital is blocked. Then is your right price. The price should not be too high or too low. If the price is too low, then it means you are going to make a compromise on the quality of the product. And if the price is too high, it means you are hindering production. Reason being, capital will be blocked. So you have to determine the right price at which the products have to be bought by searching the various sources from where the product can be bought and then comparing the prices so that you are able to make a right decision. Last one is your right time. Right time means whenever the goods are required by any department in your organization, you are in a position to supply those particular goods to the department. It means goods should be supplied at the right time. First, from the person from whom you are making the purchases and to the person who requires that particular purchases. Now we are going to discuss the importance of purchase management. First is efficient administration. What does it mean? Efficient administration means that if we are purchasing the right quantity of goods at the right price, at the right time and at the right quality, naturally our administration is the best. That is why we are running the organization very efficiently. Second is quality of the final product. It makes a lot of difference if the quality of the product is not good. Naturally, low standard goods are not going to be marketable in the market. What we have to do, we have to produce quality goods so that we are able to build our brand and our goodwill in the market. Next is delivery of time. Delivery of time means that we have to deliver the goods on the proper time. Why proper time? Suppose we need summer goods, they should be available during the summers, and if we need good winter goods, they should be available only in the winters. That is why delivery of goods on time is very necessary. Next is increase in profitability. If you have a good reputation, if your goods are of the quality up to the mark at the right price, naturally you are going to build up your goodwill. And your goodwill is going to increase your profits. So there will be increase in the profitability of the concern. And last is optimum utilization of capital. Optimum utilization of capital means that we are utilizing whatever capital is available with us at the maximum. What does it mean? That yes, we are putting the capital to its maximum use. Lastly, we are going to discuss the procedure which is going to be followed for purchasing a particular good. The first step in this regard is receipt of your purchase requisition. What is a purchase requisition? Purchase requisition means the department who wants anything is going to send a request to the purchase department for making purchases. It can be anything which has to be purchased for the organization, whether it's your raw material, whether it's your tools or equipment or anything else. You have to send the request in writing so that both the departments, that is those who are sending the request and those who are receiving the request, both have a record of what is going to be purchased. Second step is potential source of supply. Potential source of supply means the source from where you are going to buy the product. Various vendors, various organizations are selling goods in the market. You have to search the sources from where you are going to buy the goods so that the best buying decision can be made. Third one is issue of letter inviting quotations. Quotations means you have to find out the sources from where the goods can be bought. Then you have to contact those particular sources so that they can tell you about the quantity, quality and the price at which the goods can be supplied. Mostly you either place those orders through emails, through your newspaper ads or any other source. Next is receipt and analysis of quotations. If you have received quotations, you have to make a comparative statement of all the quotations received. What is the quantity, what is the quality and what is the price, so that you are able to know which thing is available at what rate, what quantity and what quality. Once you have decided upon, you are going to select the vendor. That is the next step, selection of vendor. Naturally, you are going to select and place your order to the lowest bidder. Then is your purchase order. Purchase order means you have to give the order to the selected vendor. How much quantity is to be produced, what will be the quality and what will be the rate at which you are going to place the order. The time at which the order has to be completed must also be mentioned in your purchase order. Next step is follow up and delivery. Everything takes time. Naturally, there will be a gap between your placing an order and getting the order. This difference is known as your follow-up. Once you have follow up the procedure, naturally you are going to get the delivery of actual goods. Next step is analysis of your receiving report. Analysis of receiving report means कि yes, now you are going to tell the organization कि we have received the order from the vendor to whom the order has been given, and now the person who have made the request can receive goods from them. Last but not the least is your scrutiny and approval of invoices. Scrutiny, why? Yes, whatever has been decided upon, whatever has been entered into you by in the contract, that has been fulfilled, and now you are going to make the approval of the invoices by signing those particular invoices and then sending the money or the check to the vendor. So this is how the purchases are made. This procedure is almost followed by each and every organization. I hope everything is clear. Please take care and stay safe. Thank you.